Alright. Gen Z is obsessed with looks from Ahmed, um, whatever. Yo, thank you for the follows. Thank you guys. Alright, let's go ahead and watch this shit.
Hey, so we're finally on our first date. Just tell me something about yourself, something you like to do in your free time, just anything. Perpendicular jawline, below freezing, cantle tilt, sub 5. Should I
Bro, this is not how you act with a woman though. Like what?
call an ambulance? Is everything okay? It looks like you're having not an episode, a season. Below freezing, cantle tilt, sub 5. I'm actually starting to get very worried. You were not like this at all the first time I witnessed you. What is going
Bro, he has closed eyes and he has a long mid face. Holy brutal.
on? You don't deserve me. Don't say that. You seem like a nice guy. You're just, I get it. You're a little nervous. No, like you do not deserve me. I don't mean it in a nice way. I mog you violently. And I don't want people to think I'm into Neanderthals. So crawl away. Wait, did you just say crawl away? No, wait, do you also watch Ahmed Elio, the Emperor of the Armadillos? Yeah, I do watch him. Do you watch him too? Yes, I do. Wow, this is a perfect match. The diss track you just composed on me has been disintegrated. Awesome, and I unmog you. So let's sync and create a family tree. Welcome.
Yeah, obsessed just means he's more aware of how looks actually play a role in society.
Welcome back, you armadillos to armadillos. You have crawled onto the channel once again, and you have done it so efficiently. The way you crawl, the way you put all fours down, I just love it. And sometimes because you crawl so efficiently towards these MP4 files that I am induced in, it makes me think, are you taking some sort of pills to make you crawl this well? How do you
Welcome to the stream.
Crawl this good? Like, are you taking a blue pill, a red pill, or are you taking a black pill? Bob, insert some crazy effect so it seems like I'm saying something meaningful. All right, let's do this again. Or are you taking a black pill? But if you couldn't tell by Bob's beautiful editing, and by the way, Bob is my editor if you didn't know, he's totally not me just renaming myself when I'm in front of my favorite editing software. But before I indulge in another side quest, let me tell you the actual main quest that we have at hand today. So I would say around the 2022 area, looksmaxing was something that was very prevalent in our society, and I would say especially amongst the youth. I'm sure most of you have heard of the term looksmaxing if you are below the age of 30, and if you're over the age of 30, jobs. What are you doing on my video? I'm joking, we're not ageist over here. So if you're a relic, feel free to hang around with us. Even if you're decomposing, it is okay. We accept you regardless of your expiration date. But looksmaxing was basically a term that referred to a breathing organism trying to improve themselves. And we're not talking about this in a personality perspective or how they are internally, but rather from a completely exterior perspective. I don't see looksmaxing to be particularly a bad thing. If it's done in a natural way, or you're just trying to improve yourself through fitness, through healthy dieting, and ultimately just taking care of yourself through natural means, there is nothing
So he's against harm maxing, of course.
wrong with that at all. The issue is when you start to inject armadillo tranquilizer into your left nostril for absolutely no reason. Not because
What is he saying?
you're going to deactivate if you don't do so, but rather because your nostril
Yo, self-maxing can only do so much. Like the main self-max is like losing weight. Like this guy can lose weight, but he's gonna lose a more, you know, he's gonna lose more like jaw width. Bro, his mid face is long, dude. Wait, I'm kind of curious now. What is his mid face? What is his mid face, chat? Wait, let me just real quick just. What do we think? What do we think? 164 by 186. Holy 0.88 mid-face ratio. This guy is downgrown as fuck, bro.
system looks like a compass. It doesn't know what direction it feels like heading in, and it actually just changes based on the climate. Because I have this,
You know how I can tell as well how he's like very downgrown? His cantle tilt is like super low.
Pinocchio-worthy nostril system, I have full rights to speak on this situation. By the way, this is just a quick look at my
Oh my god, this is bad!
full rights to speak on this situation. By the way, this is just a
Oh no. Bro, that's an insane side profile, bro. Holy side, bro. Nah, dude. This is over, bro. I'm sorry, man. It's over for you, bro.
quick look at my Nososaurus Rex. If you haven't seen it before,
It's not your nose, dude. It's your fucking jaw, dude.
and don't let this distract you from the fact that if you wait till the end of the video,
This guy is literally a coping motherfucker, dude.
I might just sniff you up. But looksmaxing was something that roamed the digital realm for a very long time. Now, even though today's MP4 file is not about the negative aspects, particularly of looksmaxing, it's still going to be mentioned very briefly in the video because I do feel that the two communities merge on certain positions. But in today's video, we are going to be talking about the black pill. And before I explain to you what the black pill is, I'm going to just kind of give you an idea of why I wanted to conduct this MP4 file in the first place. So I was reading my comments as a very responsible content creator would do. I hate that term, content creator, but as a good MP4 file producer would do. And as I was reading the comments, I came across a comment that was extremely concise and very well put together. It was so straight to the point that it made me genuinely question if I was even worthy of flicking the camera open ever again. And you'll never be able to truly fathom the meaning of this comment until we read it together. So let's go ahead and read it. Joe Mama is the best says, negative cantle tilt. And then I responded, new video idea. Thank you for the inspiration. And I'll have a picture on the screen.
I mean, his tilt is neutral, but, you know, anyways.
Of what a negative, a neutral, and a positive cantle tilt looks like. Now, believe it or not, I don't think I actually have a negative cantle tilt, but even if I did, even if I had a below freezing cantle tilt, I don't think it would define my worth as a person. And quite frankly, if you view me in a different way, because I have a negative cantle tilt, you just have a negative heart tilt, because you're just probably not a great breathing organism. And I'm not saying people can't have preferences, but if you solely base your understanding of another human being based on how genetically competent they are or how pupiling their pupils are, you might actually need to be isolated from society. And I know this is going to be ironic because we are talking about a negative cantle tilt, but I did not take this negatively. I actually took it positively. And because there are FBI agents living in all of our cellular devices, I started to get a lot of videos that are from the black pill community. And I can already hear you armadillos growling.
What is black pill, your highness?
I'm happy you
Bro, we all know about black pill is the black pill, bro.
asked, you peasant. Let me go ahead and tell
You gotta swallow the black pill, bro. That's what you need to do.
you. The black pill is a term originating in online masculinist communities, especially among incels, that refers to a nihilistic and fatalistic world view. The core belief is that once social and
Black pill is everything. The black pill is the reality. That's what the black pill is all about. I hate when people talk about the black pill and it's like, bro, the black pill just means real, like just realism, you know, lookism, realism.
romantic success is entirely determined by inherent factors like looks and genetics, and that self-improvement efforts are futile. And
Bro, that's not what the black pill is about. Bro, we obviously tell people to like looksmax, bro. Like, that's not the black pill. He's a male feminist. He probably is. BP is realism, whether you're negative or positive about your own choice.
I think it's safe to say that whole concept is futile. I would not make this video if I didn't think it was a big issue. But I can see a lot of people coming to the conclusion that they are doomed till eternity because they are not.
No, they're not doomed, bro. You know, you can get a triple jaw surgery, get the Trimax, get all the fucking implants in the fucking world, cantoplasty, fat grafting, rhinoplasty. Oh no, that's literally like 100K. Oh, dude. No, it's over, man.
Not comprehended as facially competent by those around them. Or, let me rephrase, by those online. And everyone knows about the dangers of the digital realm. But because of social media, this ideology
What is the maxilla?
has become very prevalent. And I also want to make it clear that this video is not a cope. I don't truly
Yeah, bro, not a cope, dude. Not a cope.
really believe that there are people that are chopped. I think who you are on the inside can make you choppeder. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like looks don't matter or pretty privilege isn't a thing. But this ideology makes it seem like certain people just walk around and get pupils pupiled on them just because they look great. Obviously, there are people that are good looking in the universe and some people that might not be as good looking. But to say that beauty is in the eyes of the one that holds it is a very true statement.
Oh my god. Holy shit, bro.
It's not a cope. That's a very true phrase that I've actually just rephrased because that's how I see it. But I can keep on talking about this subject, but until you see the kind of content that's being produced around this term and how the negative effects of it are feeling felt, I don't think your cranium will be truly able to comprehend it.
Why are you getting a double jaw?
Oh, he mentions clavicular.
There's nothing I can't do with my current looks package. I'm already having pretty much the life I want. It's just I know the return on investment is extremely high. It's $35,000 for a double jaw surgery
Here we go. What's he gonna talk about? Clavicular's jaw surgery.
with full facial implants. The surgery is called a bimax. So they're going to make an osteotomy in the upper jaw, my maxilla, and the lower jaw. It's called a BSSO, and advance both of the jaws forward. And on top of that, during the same process, they also place the implants. I'll also be getting a rhinoplasty during the same thing.
So in this video, Clavicular, who is, I would say, one of the leaders in the black pill movement, is talking about how he's going to get a double jaw surgery. Now, everyone is in
Bro, you're the one who needs double jaw surgery, not clavicular. Look, I support clavicular's decision because I'm also gonna get jaw surgery and like implants, shit like that, at some point in the future. But brother, you are the one who actually needs it, dude.
entitled to do what they want to do. If you want to be photoshopped and be completely unnatural and not deemed
Unnatural.
as your organic original state, that is your
Bro.
decision. But because his content is based around this black pill idea and him trying to mod himself to be accepted unanimously by
Yeah, it's a little risky to get everything at the same time. I wouldn't recommend getting Bimax implants and rhinoplasty at the same time. I would just get Bimax implants and then after like covering, rhino.
by everyone. And this is not the only time he's talked about getting some sort of a surgery or modding himself in some sort of way. This is another clip of him talking about why
Oh, thank you so much, fitness.
he's going to do another surgery.
Why are you spending $100,000 on surgery to go from 6'2" to 6'6"?
I'm sorry, I have to cut in here. You're going to do a surgery where your coordinates are going to increase. You're going to have a longer y-axis. If you are going to do that surgery and you're going to go
Longer y-axis, that's
from
funny.
6'2" to 6'6", you're going to spend that money anyways. Why not put down a little more money so you can go from 6'2" to 6'7"? Is it that
Bro.
obvious that my mother genuinely questions if she loves me?
That is more about presence. You walk into a
She
room,
she should be questioning because you need triple jaw surgery, bro. You need Trimax.
people notice, right? Because people will come up to me, they'll say, "Oh, well, 6'2", that's already very tall." But in terms of percentiles, it's only 91st percentile, right? 6'6", we get to 99th. I'm someone who wants to be the best.
Yes, and in order to be the best, you have to be extended. You don't have to be a good person, you just need to become Slenderman. That's the solution to all of the world's problems. Ever wanted to win the Nobel Peace Prize, but you're stuck at 5'2"? Forget about it. You're getting the unknoble Peace Prize. Well, the Nobel Peace Prize is also the unknoble Peace Prize. But who knew? If you wanted to be the best, if you wanted to be in the 99th percentile, you just needed to extend. You didn't need to improve
Your only niches are subjective when it comes to looks.
your cardiovascular system. You didn't
And like this whole subjectivity of the beauty of the beholder, like once you're like become a 7 or 8, like Chad light to Chad, like bro, doesn't matter who you are, everybody will find you attractive.
need to personality max. You just needed to height max.
No matter
like
who-
if somebody
No matter if you're like ethnic or if you're white, if you're black, if you're maybe Indian, maybe potentially because Indian has like the worst phenotype possible. But like
elongated because they wanted to make it to the NBA and they thought by being elongated they would make it to the NBA, you could kind of understand the motives. But no, you just want to be the Eiffel Tower. You just want to chill with the Eiffel Towers. Now look, this is coming from somebody that is 6'3", 6'4". I actually haven't checked, and I'm not saying that to be like, look, on some nonchalantness, but I actually haven't checked because it's not something that comes to my mind. And don't get me wrong, people do notice my height. They do tell me that I am tall, but my confidence and my belief
wait,
in my
how tall is he?
people do. I actually haven't checked because it's not something that comes to my mind. And don't get me wrong, is 6'3", 6'4". I actually haven't checked.
He's 6'3", 6'4".
And I'm not saying that to be like, look, on some nonchalantness, but I actually haven't checked because it's not something that comes to my mind. And don't get me wrong, people do notice my height. They do tell me that I am tall, but my confidence and my belief in my ability is not based on my coordinates. If I walked around flexing my coordinates all day, I wouldn't be confident in
Tall explaining
my ability. And I feel like I'm rephrasing myself a little bit from my last video here, but I think it applies again. If you base your confidence based on settings that you have zero control on, like,
yes, you have, bro. It's so funny. He talks about this, how it's you can't control these things, but he just watched clips of Clavicular talking about how he's gonna get jaw surgery and limb length surgery. That is literally customizing your own character.
this is your fixed software. You're not going to be truly confident because that doesn't define if you're a good human being or not. And because everything is so digital, seeing videos like this and the videos that you will see later in this video make it seem like looks are everything. If you don't have looks, you're lookless. No one's gaze should be gazed upon you because you're not even worthy of that. And if you truly believe in the black pill, there's a reason you're a part of that community. It's because you've accepted the loss. You believe that your only value as a person is you externally, and you internally is not worth anybody getting to know. And because you are so fragile internally, you have just decided, you know what, let me cope. By being in the black pill community, you're coping. You are saying, I'm not even worthy of modding myself internally. Rather, I'm just going to accept it. My face is not symmetrical, therefore my life can never be symmetrical. Please ask any of your parental guardians or anybody over the age of 40 that you respect.
Bro, there's not even like it's not like factor with BP. You can literally customize your own character like as a you can do hard max.
What do they value most? I promise you the answer will not be cheekbones. It'll be memories, relationships.
Oh my god, memories and relationships.
Purpose. If you think you're chopped, you're not. Because I've seen, and I'll speak from personal experience here, I've seen people that could literally be a part of the Croods. They could be a part of that family and no one would say, hey, that's an imposter. They would say, no, he actually makes that family feel whole. But that individual had a wife, kids, and his serotonin levels were peak. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Social media makes it seem like if everybody judges a book by its cover. But are those truly the people that you want to hop in a ship with? Are those the people that you want to have a relationship with? And because of this Twitch streamer and sort of IRL culture that is really connected with this black pill movement, you'll see a lot of these streamers waddle around the streets and people just constantly looking at them. And you can see the comments of insecure individuals saying,
They're living the dream. We can never be like this. How does one achieve this level of attractiveness?
I don't know, maybe get a massive camera and walk in a very populated city and maybe you'll actually get the same reaction. Do you really think if Brad Pitt wasn't Brad Pitt, people would actually give a Brad about his pits? No, they wouldn't. He would just be a Pitt. Because like I said, looks matter, but if they matter more than personality, then those people don't matter. This video is not about Clavicular because quite frankly, I don't watch his content. I've just been sent down the black pill rabbit hole and it's kind of exposed me to a lot.
Yeah, dude, also his frame is very bad. Holy crap, that's something I also noticed.
Of the content revolving around this theme. And one of the more popular styles of content that has flooded my For You page are basically these edits of people who are deemed as conventionally unattractive, and then they insert this black pill, and then it's a bunch of people that are deemed as conventionally attractive. Basically trying to prove that if you are chopped, you have no chance. Everyone will see you as chopped. There is not a single breathing organism that will deem you as worthy. But again, I can explain it, but the video explains itself.
Somebody commented that I look like a pigeon.
Oh, this is a brutal one.
It was a human.
Bro, why are you?
Again, you heard it here first, folks. If you're hot, you can't be a bad person. And this is one phrase that the black pill community loves to growl around. They love to throw this phrase around. Yeah, just be yourself. Looks aren't everything, dude. And they say it in that way, basically making a mockery of that statement. And the only way I can make this make sense is if I put it in an example. Do you judge an iPhone by the iPhone or by its case? Because the last time I tried to purchase an iPhone, I remember asking the Apple worker about the specs, the software.
Bro, what is this comparison, dude? An iPhone to look.
What makes the phone
What?
great? And he starts telling me about the different settings, the interface, the chip, all of these things that are internal.
Oh
and
my
at the end of
God.
my purchase, I decided to buy a case. Did the case make the phone any better? Truly? No, it didn't. It might have made it safer so that when I take it into the real world, if it falls on the ground, it might protect it. And yeah, if I just had my phone by itself, it might have been tougher to use in public, but it still would have been usable and the functionality of the phone would have still been great. Don't judge an iPhone by its case, judge the iPhone by the iPhone. Because I don't know about you, but I would much rather have a new iPhone with no case versus an old iPhone with a beautiful case. And the thing is, I feel bad for the people that have accepted the black pill because you've just accepted that you're chopped. Who cares? No one cares. And
A lot of people care, bro. People care.
this is why I'm going to implement an exercise. If you have taken the black pill, I want you to do something. I want you to go outside and take your claws. Find the greenest ground of grass and just start digging. Continuously digging.
Bro, what? Dude, this guy, where is he going with? What is he talking
And the
about?
point of that is for you to touch grass vigorously, violently. I want you to touch that grass so well that the roly-polies that are crawling in the grass are saying, that's a charge, that's a case. This is a crime against grass society. Have you ever been in the real realm? If you delete social media, if you delete the digital realm and you go outside, sure, you might be treated a little nicer if you are deemed as attractive by everyone, which by the way, does not exist. But if you are an attractive person, sure, you might be treated a little bit better. But if you think you're not deemed as attractive by everyone, why do you see that as a negative thing? Why is that not a filter for you? You get to see these individuals for who they truly are. People who just judge you based on the way that you appear, and now you are impure. Now, by all means, this is not motivation for you to not take care of yourself. But if there are things out of your genetic ability and you have to go and do surgeries and essentially Photoshop yourself to make yourself feel whole, who told you that's going to make you feel whole? It's not. It's actually going to dig a deeper hole. Being chopped doesn't equate to value. Make your own definition of value. And why?
Bro, if he was not like 6'3", 6'4", like he claims, if he was like below 6 feet tall, like the only reason why he is not subhuman right now, or like not sub fucking 3 or 2, or sub 4, we'll say, is because he's 6'4". That's the only reason.
Watch how fast the hemisphere stops caring about your jawline. And the reason I'm truly conducting this MP4 file is because when I
He's coping out of his mind, bro.
would get these black pill videos recommended to me, a lot of the individuals in the comment section were under the integer limit. And so naturally I looked on Reddit to see if there was anything regarding this, and I came across a community that were just swimming in the depths of toxicity.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want a hard max? You can live a better life, have better opportunities for every single inch that you gain. That's like more annual income, bro. Literally 100 or $500 more annual income. You earn more money. You earn more respect. Girls will like you. People will just generally more find you, like just want to be around you. You get the halo effect, bro. There are so many like the stats, the dating apps, like holy cope, man.
r/looksmaxing advice. Now, if this was just a subreddit where people were telling other people how they could improve themselves naturally, I honestly don't
Bro, this guy is all about natural, dude. Holy shit, man. You need Trimax, dude. Shut the fuck up. They're gonna do your natural bullshit, dude.
think it's the worst thing in the world. But this subreddit is just filled with tribes and tribes of people, predominantly children, who are just asking, am I ugly? People say I'm chopped. Do you think I am chopped? Seeking some sort of validation from people online. And the reason that is because of movements like the black pill one. Seeing edits like this that are just putting down your self-esteem because you're not deemed as attractive by some people makes these literal children believe that they are not worthy of existence. And it makes me sad because this is filled with like 14-year-olds. And when I think about myself at 14, the only thing I was trying to do was trying to figure out the best philosophy for slide tackling a squirrel. So I came across this picture here, and I'm going to censor the kid because he's a kid. And I'm hoping once he grows up, he'll realize that all of this does not matter. But he says on the black pill scale,
Bro, what? Why is he blurring out the face like it like he put his face on the internet for a reason. Why are you blurring it out? He doesn't give a fuck, bro. He put it on the internet for a reason, man.
did I manage to get above sub 5? Sub 5 basically meaning you are above a 5 out of 10. Even though I
Bro, if this guy got if he got Trimax, I'm telling you, his life would change even more. Like, he's already tall, but he's chopped. So I bet you girls, you know, reject him because of how he looks like, of his recession. If this guy hard max truly and went with it and truly maximized his looks through no matter what, like he could have such a different life, and he would like his whole worldview would change completely about what he's talking about right now.
I've been interacting with oxygen for 21 years. If somebody was to
Yeah, like face obviously matters the most out of anything. Like obviously height matters too, but height is like on a bell curve and like more linear. Because after a certain height, it's, I mean, he's actually kind of at like the perfect height, which is actually, kind of funny, but face still matters more. He has, I mean, the way he's sitting is kind of also like, he's kind of sitting like this, so it makes his, no, that is the narrow clavicles, no, that is a bad frame. Nah. No, he can be 6'3". I believe it, honestly.
come to me and say,
You're sub 5?
I think I would feel the cringiness
I just think this guy wouldn't be lying about that kind of stuff.
in my core. I genuinely believe it would send shivers down my body because of the level of cringiness I've just endured. He wants to make sure that he's not black pillable. He just wants to be a regular pill. The worst part is there is somebody responding to this post, giving a genetic analytical breakdown of this literal child. Absolutely. Let's unpack this carefully. Narrow jaw, taper, a bit on the feminine side. Projection is excellent though. Nose shape and harmony is really good. Very decent mid-face height, not too vertical. Negative canthal tilt, but nice eye shape. That makes up for it.
Yeah, Kyle, but not always.
By clinical accounts, I mean by raw science, you have the features that are feminine, but which do work together very well to make you visibly above average. You don't have to be a robust hunter-gatherer to be good looking as a man.
Okay, this is a very cringe response, though. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be responding like this.
Look at some of the best male models. Lucky Blue Smith is a good example of your appeal. I won't make remarks about your question, but I can assure you that you are not just average. You're the kind of guy who's definitely on girls' radar.
What?
And by my personal opinion, you probably wouldn't have to try hard to get a girl to like you. Now, thankfully, this was positive. The unpositive thing is how creepy it was. This is probably a grown man with Rapunzel-worthy hair coming down his armpit, slamming at his keyboard that is drenched with sweat, giving us a play-by-play of this minor. Congratulations, Diddy looks up to you now. And this is one side of the spectrum. The other side, I got posted to a black pill edit. Hi everyone, I20F got posted to a black pill edit. If you don't know what black pill or BP is, it's a trend where men find videos of women they deem unattractive and edit
Find woman? What? No, what?
them next to conventionally attractive men. They point out every flaw in the women, then the comments tear the women apart for being ugly. The video I got posted to was making fun of my jawline, which happens to be my biggest insecurity. The video blew up, and hundreds of people have been dragging my appearance and body all day. I've struggled with insecurities and self-confidence almost my whole life, and I was just building myself up and feeling good about myself, and this happened. I've been trying to not let it get to me, but it's hard when thousands of people are dragging you. I've been crying all day. I feel horrible and the lowest I've felt in almost a year. I know I'm not pretty, but I'm not used to experiencing this kind of cruelness. People have been treating me like I don't deserve to exist because of my looks, and it really hurts. I've been off social media for the time being, but the damage has already been done. I don't even know how to recover from this or how to pick myself
Dude, this is such a put. This is like
up again. I'm mad at myself for letting a dumb video destroy me like this, but I genuinely don't know how to just shrug it off. Imagine making people feel like this. And the worst part is probably those black pill edits are being made by children because these influencers in authority are making content around being attractive and just basing all of their content around you need to modify yourself so you can be worthy of existence. I don't think in order to sympathize with someone, they need to be related to you, but imagine this was your daughter. Imagine this was your mother, your sister. Imagine this was you. How would you feel? And to the girl, she's probably not witnessing this video, but if you happen to be, if it makes you feel any better, I don't have a jawline either. I just have a jaw. No line. Genuinely. Here, this is the proof. And I do all of the good stuff.
oh my god, wait, I want to see it again.
Either. I just have a jaw. No line. Genuinely. Here, this is
Bro, that's so bad, dude. Like I can imagine, like he doesn't have a bad brow bone, but like he needs jaw surgery like badly. He needs rhinoplasty definitely. He needs inframalar implants. He needs jaw angle implants. He needs fat grafting to his infras, his supras. He needs, like, bro. I mean, yeah, he's self-aware at least, you know. This this proves BP though. I mean, yeah, it's sad, but that's what happens when you're an attractive person. You get treated words. It's not rocket science. Narrow shoulders and tall height is normal given uh, all height can be a sign of low testosterone. Give it delay. How does he not feel the need to get? How does he not feel getting? My jaw is way better than his, yet I still feel. Well, I guess because you're deeper into black pill and he's trying to cope his hardest bit. You know what I mean?
This is the proof. And I do all of the good stuff. Mouth tape, take care of my
Mouth tape, bro. Mouth tape ain't saving your fucking recess jaw, bro.
self, eat healthy. But you know what? My jaw just refuses to have a line.
Yeah, because bro, you have to get jaw surgery. You're clearly over the age of 18. You can't just like put mouth tape and expect that shit to make your fucking jaw grow, bro.
highly encourage you to try and build your self-worth around you. And I think you've already taken the first step by deleting social media, which makes me realize you're not going to reach this media. All I'm gonna say is be yourself, not because people will be
Like, I actually agree with that statement. Be yourself. You shouldn't be somebody else, you know? You should be yourself, but it fucking isn't. It's not how easy. You can't just be yourself and that's it. You have to, unfortunately, do things, you know, to improve your looks. But you should be yourself. I agree with that. That's the one thing I agree with you in this video, man. You should be yourself. But that is cliche to say. But like it's true. You should be like, you should always try to strive to be yourself, and like you want to have your own personality. But you want to fix your looks, get your money up, get your status up, because that's what people respect. People respect a good-looking person. People don't respect a fucking a ugly bitch, dude. Clive really make more popular. He also has. Yeah, bro. Clive is W, bro.
attracted to you. The reason to be
Bro, Kyle, chill, dude.
yourself is not to make sure other people like you. It's to make sure that you like you. Because if you like you, that's what's portrayed. That's what's shown. These people don't know you. They've seen a picture of your jawline, which by the way, a lot of people might see as attractive. You use the term yourself, but I'll use it against you. Just because some people are deemed as conventionally attractive does not mean that you won't be deemed attractive by anybody else. And I think maturing in this situation is realizing that these people are insecure. They are the most insecure of the insecure. They don't have a single step of verification on themselves. So what they do is they sink in sadness and try and cope around the fact that they are eternally chopped. And the only thing that will make them happy is see other people mod themselves and achieve the things that they can't achieve because they're eternally chopped. What also makes them happy is taking a look at other people who might not be seen as attractive by every single thing interacting with oxygen, but it makes them angry. It makes them irritated that those people are able to go out in society, feel themselves even though they might not.
Bro, I argue insecurity isn't even a bad thing. When you're insecure, you want to truly improve yourself. You want to fix the issue, the root cause issue, and that is most likely going to be caused by your looks. So being insecure isn't even a bad thing at the end of the day. It's going to make you want to expand as a person. It's going to make you want to grow as a person because you're insecure about something. And it's okay to have insecurities. We all have insecurities at the end of the day. Even if they're small or they're bigger, like we all have insecurities. And it's perfectly fine to want to alter your appearance, to fix your insecurities, to make yourself happier in your own skin.
Be seen as attractive by everyone, and it makes them feel sad because they have swallowed the black pill. It's too late. They cannot return. So it makes them jealous knowing that you're able to do something that they cannot do. And I think because of this black pill movement and just sort of the movement that's kind of being pushed online, circulating looks and how people are deemed, it makes you think that you need to attract everyone. You need to waddle around the streets and just have globs of breathing organisms crawling towards you. And that's just not the case. If you do not have the ability, which by the way, a lot of these streamers do not have that ability. If they weren't these streamers, why are we using that methodology, which is full of shallowness, to distract us from the fact that you don't need to attract everyone? You just need one person to like you for you. And if
Oh my god, dude, this guy does not stop coping.
you think that person is not out there, then that's on you because you have conceded to this ideology, the one that they want you to believe so badly. You need to understand that the black pill is built on insecurity and algorithms algorithms, not real life. And your worthiness as a human being is not decided by strangers on the internet. With that being said, this is the second therapeutic sort of video I've made, but I felt like it was something that I was getting a lot of content of, and hopefully the next MP4 file that I do compose can raise your serotonin levels to a certain degree. But if you're a part of the black pill community, go ahead. Feel free to comment in the comment section down below and give me a breakdown of myself. I've actually been curious to get a full breakdown. Don't just tell me negative canthal tilt. Tell me every single spec and detail. And make sure to make it as long as possible. So
I don't even bother reading it.
10,000 likes and
Okay.
I'll mog you into the ether world. Actually, you know what? 10,000 likes, I'll actually try and looksmax without doing anything unnatural. Just natural sources only.
Bro, boring, dude. What's the comments gonna say? Yeah, I mean, like, negative canthal tilt. Oh man, holy cope, man, holy cope. This guy is coping so hard. Holy cope, dude.
Trying to improve my genetic ability. And by the way, shout out to my gene pools. That's not a diss on you guys. Mother, father, you guys are very genetically capable. But yeah, 10,000 likes and I'll
Okay.
record my findings and see if I was treated differently by society. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. If you just
Alright, that's basically it, guys. That's the video. Holy shit, man. What a big coper, man. What a absolute fucking... I mean, you cannot make this shit up, bro. You really can't. You really can't make this shit up, bro. It's actually so brutal. This guy has been coping all of his life. All life, bro. Brutal.